The sandstorm grew closer, but the man chose not to move, because beneath his foot was a landmine. Standing up would mean certain death. He wrapped cloth around his nose and mouth, strapped on his backpack to add more weight, and drove his sniper rifle in the ground, bracing himself to withstand storm. Soon the sand swallowed him whole, dust filled the air, so thick he could not open his eyes, and several times he was nearly blown away. When the storm finally passed, he had survived, but when he looked down, the corpse of his teammate lay at his feet. There was no time to grieve. He immediately took a battery from his teammate, enough to keep the radio alive until rescue arrived. But soon he discovered the radio had been blown to the other side of the area. This time he was finished. Without the radio, there was no way to call for help, and the only fate awaiting him was to die under the desert sun. He cried out with every last bit of strength, but no answer came. Just as he was about to end it all, a local appeared. When a man came closer, the soldier begged for help, asking him to retrieve the radio. But the local ignored him, grabbed his water flask, and said, "Only you should take a brave step forward before leaving." The man was stunned, but at least he gave up the thought of killing himself. Still, he was unbearably thirsty. Then a young woman appeared carrying a pitcher of water. She handed it to him, and he drank greedily. Afterward, he begged her to bring him the radio, but she also ignored him and walked away. Hope crumbled again as night fell. The desert temperature plummeted. He lit a small fire and knelt down, gazing at a photo of his fiancée on his phone. Suddenly, the growls of wild dogs dragged him back to reality. Drawn by the scent of blood, the pack crept closer. While he was distracted, they dragged away his teammate's body and then prepared to attack him. Thankfully, he had enough ammunition. He fired again and again into the darkness, eventually scaring the pack away. He was still alive. The same local returned, praising him for surviving the night alone in the desert. He even fetched the radio for him before leaving. He kept the man's face in his hands and repeated the same. "You should take a step forward." By then, the soldier was dangerously weak. His watch showed 28 hours had passed, and his swollen foot pressed onto the mine for so long. Gasping under such extreme strain, hallucinations began. His dead teammate appeared, alive again, encouraging him to take a step forward. Finally, his strength failed, and he collapsed. Just as his left foot was about to lift from the ground, a pair of hands caught him. It was the local once again. The local treated his wound, skillfully fed him a hallucinogenic drink,